Today is day 16 of the Lowcostbeer Advent Calendar, and we've had some interesting beers along the way. We've had some sours that were sour. Good evening. And we've had some beers with heads that have just been unbelievably big. I mean, when it comes to heads, I've never seen it like it in my life. Two of them that were just exceptional. But we've also had some good beers as well, Let's not detract from decent beers. Yesterday's Brew York, their travelling taxi, was exceptional. Good evening. So today, let's see what's behind door number 16. Oh, fuck no, don't want a sour. It's a bottle. Reason why? Because it's got a wrapper on it. 330ml. Oh, not one I've heard of before. Oh, look at this. Gotta say, this wrapping makes me chuckle. Oh, I hope it's coming off. Oh, that was easy. Jesus. I must be getting good. So it says Complot IPA and it's got damn on it. So I'm not, it's not one that, oh, fucking hell, I dropped the bottle. A Mediterranean IPA, does it say there? Yeah. Damn. Is that Estrella Damn? It says 8 up there. I've got my light today. I've got a new bulb. Things you have to do, eh? Right. Still can't fucking read out, but there you go. Yep. 2014, Dan began a project with Praed's Town Council, or whatever that is, somewhere in the Mediterranean, blah, 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 to make a Mediterranean IPA, a complex recipe which, in addition to nugget hops from Praed's, uses 7 other hops. Good, they like the hops, don't they? A very hoppy, bitter beer with hints of both citrus and ripe fruit. 6.6%, so nice ABV. And that works anyway, thank God. It just helps, with some of these beers, especially in this dull light. So yeah, so I'll have to look later to see if this is actually the same people who make Estrella Dam, or is Dam just a, seems a bit, a bit, but 6.6%, definitely down the Raggy Avenue. And it's a nice one. Is it the same lot? Ah. I love Estrella. In October, I should have been in my favourite hotel, Estival Park in La Pineda, just on the outskirts of Salou. And they have Estrella on tap. So you can go to the bar and get a pint, or you just pour it yourself at the, on tap. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like, I just stand at the bar pouring one pint after another. And it's deadly. Well, at the little mini bar, and then you go to the main bar, and then you get all your spirits and that. And obviously, because it's all inclusive, you abuse it, don't you? Well, I certainly do. I have my share, the wife's, and somebody else's. Then wonder why when I come home that my piss is this colour. But yeah, so like a dark hazy amber pour at Whitehead. Hoppy nose, but you'd still get the citrus as well. I have done last year. I went to Northern Ireland last year, and so I haven't been doing beer reviews that long. Only 2 years. 1,700 beer reviews in 2.5 years is some beer reviews. I look and think, fucking hell, that's a lot of reviews. And obviously, during lockdown, I was banging the reviews in 4 or 5 a day because obviously you got no else to do. You sat at home all day in the sun. It's like, I'll go down the shed. Beer review, one after another. And if you're starting at 10 in the morning, you can soon rack a few in. You know, this time of night you can only manage to get 2 or 3 in. And sometimes too many, you know, people don't even see them anyway, do they? You know, not everyone wants to sit in front of the TV for an hour watching some bloke with grey hair and a receding hairline talking rubbish about beer. But yeah, love Estrella. I think that they've got one. Is it Estrella Galacia? 4.7%. If it is, my daughter's got me that from the Green King Build Your Own mixed case box set on their site. She wanted to buy me something for Christmas, so I told her to go there, and I even told her all the beers that I want. And I got, out of the 12, I got 11 that I actually wanted, and one got substituted. Instead of Ruddle's County, I got Ruddle's Best. I'd rather have the County or any other beer than Ruddle's Best. So, nice citrus taste. You definitely getting a strong element. Oh, back on. Now, so yeah, I've got that many beers, and I've been entering competitions on Facebook, and loads of competitions. Not heard anything bar one, and I got on my Instagram this morning. So it pays to have Instagram. I mean, I don't really like Instagram. I can't stand it, to be honest. And Twitter as well. They both pee me off. Facebook and YouTube is about all I can stand. But on Instagram, I entered the competition. Ilkley Brewery are doing a competition, been doing competitions, and I entered the last one on the 12th, and I won an Imperial Porter or Imperial Stout, one of the two. Might have been a Stout, yeah, Imperial Stout, and a Ilkley Brewery Bobbly hat. And I've sent my address, but nobody's looked at the message yet, so God knows what's going to happen there, unless they're going to message me at some stage. I was hoping to get it for Christmas, because that'd be a nice little Christmassy review. Imperial Stout. Oh, I've even looked on their page, and I can't even see the Imperial Stout on the page. So unless it's one of them that's not for sale, but it's like a special that they're doing. That's probably an email to tell me I'm live on YouTube. I find it so funny that I get emails to tell me I'm live. Lovely fruity beer with the citrus element, hops on the nose, and that ABV really kicks in. It's nice and strong, not as complex as now. Does everyone out there feel that dark beers have more complexities than other types of beers? I mean, for me, they do, especially the Christmassy beers, and the strong stouts and porters. They do seem to have more complexities than a lot of these IPAs and whatnot. You know, I think that anyway. Until you come across one and you drink it and you think, wow, this is stunning. And you're tasting loads of different tastes. Although after so many, you don't taste anything, do you? You're drunk and it's just like, go on, let's get down there. I've been treating myself to loads of beers for Christmas. Not beers, spirits. Some nice posh ports from Marks and Spencer's, cream liqueurs, and I'm going to make the most of this Christmas. Start watching some Christmassy films, get proper in the mood for it, and try not to fall asleep watching Christmassy films. I love dark beers. At this time of the year, it is dark beer time. Summer months, lagers, golden ales, pale ales, and certainly ciders. But this time of the year, I've done the cider review for ages, come to think of it. Then again, with two reviews here every day, it's a lot of reviews. There's only so much beer you can drink. That is nice. I mean, I've not seen this on Lowcostbeer's website, and I do keep an eye on their website, see what nice new draft beers come out. I've noticed just recently they've had 2 smoky beers, the Marzen and I can't remember. I can't say the other name, but A couple of quirky ones. I'm sure there was a coconut jobby. I don't watch it. Yes, and very nice it is too. Very nice. I think I've already drank that one. Yeah, I did a review of it a few days ago, about a week or so ago. Very nice. If you go to the uploads on the YouTube site, you'll see where it is. Thing is with IPAs now, and with a lot of the beers, the spectrum is so wide. I mean, years ago, so it's from Dam, who are the people behind Estrella Dam, and it's a Complot IPA. It's 6.6%, so good strength, 330ml bottle. It's on, as you look at the pour, it's a hazy, I'd say amber pour, whitehead, very hoppy nose, citrus on the nose, citrus in the taste, but quite fruity as well. And you really get the ABV. It shines through lovely. Very nice beer. And you don't, I have not seen, I mean, that might not be as more, but I've not seen that many Spanish craft beers. So it's quite nice to see, Yes, it is. It's very nice. And I also, tonight, you might have seen the video already, but Lowcostbeer are doing these. So if you've been on their site, and I'm a nosy bleeder, so I check sites out all the time. While I'm news posting, I'll check a site out. And they've got these, what's it called? Calisi, and it's an Italian craft beer. And they've got 5 bottles of these, 5 different bottles, £3 each. Yeah, £3. You can't go wrong, can you? And they're about six quid at Amazon and £7.50 at some beer shops. And I picked 3 up. I mean, the 750ml bottles as well. So, it's like you're paying that £2 a bottle for a standard size bottle. It'd be £2 a bottle. So it's a good price. And I'll be reviewing them sometime over Christmas. Well, I've got a right backlog to review as well. I am going to knock down, unless I see brand new beers, I'm going to knock down all the beers. Good evening. That's the beer, Estrella's, from Dam, who make Estrella. Gotta say, nice strength to the beer. Oh, probably sets you in the mood. I don't have too many tonight because I've got loads. I've got work to do in the house. I'm trying to crack on with work so that the week up to Christmas. Now I'm a fucker for buying beers. I can't help myself. I see it, and if I've got 20 quid in my pocket, I'm like, right, that's it. I'm having that one, and you do. And sometimes, if I've got money on PayPal and we go into shops, I'll say to the wife, look, I'll buy that and then I'll send you the money through PayPal. And it's a good thing having a website. I have my own website where I do video game news and all that, and I make a bit of money off that. So as well as working, and I use that to pay for beers because it gets expensive. If you're doing that a review or 2 reviews a day, and over a week, it can be pricey. Unless you're reviewing supermarket beers, it's not so bad. But stuff that's £4 a can. Whew. I do want to go to Waitrose after Christmas and do a good spend. But then again, none of us are going out to the pubs nowadays, are we? So, you've got to spend your money somewhere, haven't you? If you've got it, that is. And if you haven't, just buy cans of juice, orange juice or something, sugar, yeast, and brew your own. The old PS1, I would actually get, I actually won't bother, prune juice. Yeah. With the PS1, I would buy the PS1 Mini, which is about 40 quid, mostly on eBay, on Facebook. And there's a site on the internet, and it is dead easy to hack. And then you just, yeah, I've got a PS1. I've got the new PS1, and I've got the disc that loads the games. But the new PS1 mini consoles, they're brilliant. They really are, because the resolution's better, the emulation is spot on, and also you can ram a load of, if you use a good USB stick, you can put a load of ISOs on and play it that way. So for me, that is the best option to play PS1 games. And I'm actually putting to bed a lot of my game consoles and going for the minis. I'm actually interested in buying a Commodore 64 mini. And, I'm not much of a gaming person. Don't really play on them. I was playing for 10 minutes. Now I play them about 3 months later. But the Commodore 64 had some amazing games back in the day. I mean, they're shit by today's standards graphically. But, some of the gameplay was a lot better than today's games. I mean, these days, it's so boring, today's games. No one's taking a risk. Yeah, I can't remember that one myself. I remember Emily News International Soccer. That was about the best one. Was it Commodore 64? No, I'm going back. Yeah. But yeah, these... I swapped a SNES with the wild card, which was a disc loading device which fitted on the top, for a Commodore Amiga. I swapped it. About an hour later, I realised I'd made a right boo-boo. And yeah, the SNES was far, far better. But I mean, Super Frog on the Amiga was a good game. But there weren't a lot of grade A games on there. But I remember the CD32. I had a Panasonic 3DO when that came out. That was amazing back in the day. It is. I mean, I've got 3 Xbox Ones, 2 Nintendo 64s, 1 Dreamcast, 2 GameCubes, 1 with a Game Boy player underneath the GameCube. I managed to get my son a PS5. That was a struggle. Jesus Christ. I had about 12 different websites open at the same time, and I managed to get on one just by hammering the website. Got on, managed to get through to the second page, and I had to buy a £50, for the year bundle on top. But I got it, he's got it, he's well happy, and my little one's happy as well. Yeah, bloody Command and Conquer. I've got the serial numbers for them, and you're there and you're like, fuck's sakes, tapping the numbers in the as I got the and you don't want that. You just want to put the game in and play it, don't you? You don't want to be prattling about the numbers. Nice subtle bite in the back end, and you really do get strength, lovely strength to it. Yeah, the SNES back in the day was an amazing console. I mean, the Dreamcast was legendary for its time with the fishing controller. I've still got one of them. The Dreamcast controller, if Sega had the money at the time, the likes of Nintendo and Sony had, I don't think the Dreamcast would have ever gone down. It was a far better console than the PS2 at the start. I mean, it had internet. It had everything today's consoles have got, just well in advance. But sadly, obviously, Sega ran out of money, and this Dreamcast got hacked with the Utopia boot CD. And they were too slow. No, only 2 tonight. I've got work to do up the house, so I'll be having a late night myself. I've got to clean out the barrel. I've got a barrel to clean out, and I've got to drain the Imperial Russian Stout into the barrel. So got a mess about doing that. And then clean everywhere, and try not to upset the wife doing it as well. Because I want that Imperial Russian Stout secondary fermented, ready for Christmas. It's going to take 5 days. So what we're now, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? Yeah. So 5 days of secondary fermenting, be about Monday or Tuesday by the time it's ready. And the good thing about these mini consoles, like the Commodore 64 and the SNES, the Mega Drive, PS1, they are all hackable. You know, there's some clever people out there who hack games consoles. So you can hack them. You can make the emulation better if you really want to. Yeah, it's only ever going to be like, you know, a first taste. You know, for it to mature properly, you're looking at about March. Sonic 1 was good. Sonic 3D I thought was the best. Rock and Roll Racing, fucking brilliant. Yeah, I put the Mega Drive on last night because I got it from CEX only last week. I traded 2 phones in that I wasn't using, and I thought, well, it's better rather than sit in my cupboard or trying to sell them, because you're trying to sell them to people and they fucking, you know, they piss you about and I can't be done with it. So I sell them to CEX. I get what I get, use the vouchers, and then get something for the, you know, something that I'm going to use. Well, eventually. He says. Oh. Oh, God. I've been looking after a gaming website for 20 years. So I was there when the Dreamcast first was hacked. And I was there for emulation from 20 years ago. I mean, 20 odd years ago when the first emulators were coming out, so like for the SNES 9X, and back in the DOS days, you know, that was a fucker in them days. But I remember when the Nintendo 64 emulator came out, DCEMU.co.uk, Sega Rally was mint. And yeah, I mean, I've been there all this time. My website's nowhere near as good as it used to be. I used to have a lot more interaction. Nowadays, I just post news, and the emulation scene's gone downhill quite a bit. Nintendo now, obviously the Switch has been hacked. There's pirate versions of the ROMs everywhere. But Nintendo will fuck you up if they catch you hosting any dodgy downloads on your site. So I post news, host nothing these days, because I don't want to go to prison. It's DCEMU.co.uk. And there's sub-sites for like the PlayStation consoles, the DS consoles. If you go on there, you'll see it. And you'll see a person called Ragster. Funnily enough, it was me, obviously. So, yeah, 20 years nearly posting about video games. Although the scene's not as interesting as it used to be. Yeah, you know, I've been doing that for years. Made some nice money off the internet, you know. Back in the days when the PSP got exploited. Wow, that was amazing when the PSP got exploited. And all you could get was them little cards that they held about 32 megs. And then some Datel bought out a 4 gigabyte hard drive to plug into the PSP. And Lick Sang at the time, if you remember them, they folded now in 2006. But Lick Sang, they posted a review of the PSP. I posted their review with my affiliate code to the world's biggest websites. I'm talking Slashdot, Engadget, Gizmodo, Kotaku, all them sites, all them sort of sites. They all kept, when they posted it, my affiliate code was on all of them, and I made a fucking load of money. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. Managed to get the old house decorated, you know, just from about an hour's work, if that. So this from Dam, the makers of Estrella, a fantastic lager, one of the best world lagers in my opinion. Complot IPA, like I've said, you know, nice hoppy nose, citrus on the aroma as well, citrus and juiciness on the taste, and a 6.6% strength. And I never knew they were making this sort of stuff. So, you know, for me, this isn't a bit of an eye-opener, and a jolly good beer at that. Out of 5. I give this about a 4.4 out of 5. And the funny thing is with this, it's strange that IPAs do not hit me anywhere near as hard as dark beers do. Why the hell is that? I swear it just keeps doing it every time I get to near the end of the review. Bloody YouTube. So out of 5, did I say it? 4.3? Yeah, or 4.4. It don't really matter, does it? What it is, I know. Okay, now I'm down the bottom of the garden. I'm not on the internet. I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I'm on the EE. Although I got a notification the other day saying I've used 80% of my 40 gigs. Wow, that's all these reviews. Yeah, very decent. And that's it for this review. 27 minutes. Jesus Christ. Yakking again. Hey, it's like a saga, isn't it? Hey, it's like Coronation Street, only in front of you, only in front of a, you know, watching some bloke with a beer bottle. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow for a free review special tomorrow night. It's got to be on it, hey. I'll break up tomorrow, so I don't care. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers.